Alright, so the way this game played out, I went to the fields the other day, and I was working on some of the DangerMan content videos I do. And these players were on I guess a private group with a couple walk-ons. Father and son were playing with these college students. They were a fraternity. And they were on one of the sides that was losing all day long, and they wanted me to play in. They'd seen me play before there, and they come over and they put a badge on my on the picnic table I was working at and insisted I play. So I reluctantly decided I would join in, and it's an 8-on-8, and we're playing on what's called the orange field. I'm sorry, the green field at Paintball Action Games in Newark, Delaware. Now on the right of the side there, you see the road. And this game is a medic game. It's a game where essentially, if you're shot, you're downed, you're not out. A teammate can tag you and you're back in. And we've moved upfield on the right side of the field, and right now I'm doing a little tree wrapping, and I am shooting Kentucky left-hand. And the whole purpose of my playing in this game was to help this team for the most part. But I did not having played all day and knowing what the level of intensity or aggression the other team was going to play at, I figured I'd better go out quickly and make certain that I take point, as opposed to just straight up coaching from behind. So at the break, I told the 8 players, 3 to head one direction, 2 to play the middle, and a couple to come with me. However, only 1 came with me, or at least at this point in the game. So I have a guy trailing me, and I'm shooting into the interior of the field.
And the gun!
I'm shooting actually underneath a ref stand, so the player is actually hiding almost underneath the ref stand. The ref stand is a perch up top of this tree. So it was quite easy for the ref to identify this guy was down.
See him on the tree under the ref? He's bait. Anybody comes to him, shoot him on the way in. Got him. What do you want me to say? Just stay right here. Or take that position.
As I'm trying to pull these players up with me,
you gotta come tag me in.
I explained to them what a double bump is.
Run like hell.
There's various ways to pull off a double bump. One is simply just a fill. You know, you watch the person ahead of you, and if he leaves, you fill his place.
Listen, what's your name? Huh? Dave, you know what a double bump is? When I leave this position, you fill it.
So I'm about to move up, and we are now physically flanking the entire other team. We're shooting in on the side of them, and we're working our way to the back line. It is a CTF game, a capture the flag game.
Do you hear it? Do you see his help coming?
So again, this road on the right represents a boundary. Can't go out into the road. At this field, we allow you to run along the side of the road, but if you go out there and take shots, then you're called out. So we use the field, the road as a border. And from this perspective now, if you look straight downfield, you'll eventually see the back tape line. There's an orange tape line. We have an orange tube there. You may be able to see it back in the back. So that's the actual back of the field. So we've almost made it to their back line.
My 12.
I'm pulling this player up with me and trying to put him in a position to succeed. But again, I'm still on point. I'm just kind of putting the players down so that he can come up around me and pull the flag and head on back. Doesn't exactly work out that way, but we'll continue on. So you see I put my foot up on that tree there. I did a little tree standing there just to kind of brace my shot. And for the most part, when I do that, that's usually what I use it for at this point. I don't use it so much in snapshot battles as I once did. I now only use it just to kind of give myself a stable shot.
Check him!
Because when you're playing in the woods, as you are abundantly aware, the terrain can be quite unstable.
Do you see this big fat tree there? That's where I want to be. No, when I leave here, you take this.
So I'm shooting my Bob Long insight in this video. Now I'm all the way up to their back line. They've got a guy parked underneath their flag station. And he is, I think he's downed already. Could have been one of our players. I know at one point I actually mistook one of our players for the opposing color. So we're the red team. You see the red armband on me. So we're at the back line. You can see the flag station up there ahead of me. And now the trick is in a field like this, you can see there's a lot of low brush.
Push into the next tree.
People can lay down in it and then just kind of pop up and shoot you, then drop and then crawl somewhere else to a new location. And that's okay if you're shooting with like one other player or maybe two.
Hey, Dave, listen to me. You see
But
this tree here
if
that's
you do
split?
that with a number of players
Right
walking up on you,
Did you just
they're
see what
just
I shot
going
at?
to rain paint down into the brush on top of you.
Hit that tree.
So I would always advise, if you can, use a hardened
Watch me,
bunker,
Dave.
use
Here
a
we go, Dave.
tree,
Watch him come.
play off of a tree.
He's down, he's down. Don't shoot him again. They're both down. Dave, take this gray tree
All
right
here.
here. Run past me. I'll give you
So
cover
now-
fire. Go, go, go.
So
Keep
now I'm
running
going
to
to
get that
try to
tree.
move my guy up
To
and
your
try
right,
to
to
get him
your
into
right, to your
play.
right, Dave, to your right, right here. Right there.
You can see
Run, Dave, get there.
he
Right here, Dave, right there, right there.
does look a little
That tree. Get down
green
low now.
there,
Get down
but-
low. Get down low. Dave, get to their side. They're down. Get to their side for cover. That's right. Now. Hey, Dave, your shooting lane is that way. Dave, get back behind the tree, buddy.
So sometimes
Use
it's
the
hard to
cover.
convey to other people what it is you're trying to communicate. So I don't want you guys to get down on this guy. I mean, he's played paintball
Hey,
before. He
Dave.
just didn't understand
Dave.
what I was asking him
Always
to do.
keep an eye on me. If I get flanked, you got to see it happen.
So what
Hey,
am I
Dave.
doing? I'm keeping
Those
an
two are
eye on the
bait.
front. I want to move him up there safely, but there's people
Thank you.
shooting in. Now I'm off, as you can also tell, with the camera on my head, you saw me looking left a lot because I didn't want anybody to come up my back hip. If Dave
Check
and
him.
I were the only two there, then I had nobody behind me to cover my backside. So I have to cover my own backside.
Dave, get down low, buddy. Get down low. Listen, Dave. Listen to him.
Again, I'm wrapping this tree.
Check him. Check that runner. Check that runner.
So what happened there is somebody started to come up on me. I don't know whether they were
Dave,
afraid of
listen
me
to
or
that.
what.
Identify
But
the team.
when they turned to
Here they
go,
come,
I
Dave.
put one
Shoot
on their
'em.
back. Or a
Here they
couple.
come. Check him. Is he down? Shit. Dave, are you red or yellow?
As you can see, I'm trying to communicate. I'm not really getting any
You three
feedback.
are all red, correct? Who's yellow? Who's yellow?
And this is one of the messages you should get from this, and that is that
Declan,
I'm calling to
Are
my
you
son,
calling
who's a
friendly
ref, Declan.
fire?
He's up in a tree in midfield.
shit.
So he's got a very good kind of a
Dave,
perched
who else
view.
is firing at you? All right,
So-
then if you can, run through the yellow, keep going till you get the cover and hit the deck.
So what I'm getting
All
at
right,
here,
you see those two guys? You're going to run and tag our player and keep going till you get to a tree and take cover on it.
is that sometimes when you're playing with groups,
No, wait a minute, listen to me. Is there anybody up there with a shooting lane? Ask him if he's got anybody covering him.
you have to play as if you are your own team, that you're not
Check
even
him!
on their team,
Check
that you
him in
can't
the
depend
chest!
on them.
On the road!
You want to utilize your teammates when
Check him
you're
in the
playing
green
with.
t-shirt! Check him in the green t-shirt! Green t-shirt! Identify your team! Are you red or are you green?
Theoretically, he could just lie to me.
Thank you.
So I'm not just trusting
And who are
somebody to
you?
say I'm red and taking them at their word. I'm trying to get a visual on
What
them as
team
well.
are you? All right, you got a red here. I'm on the back line.
Now, if I was playing with more advanced players,
Dave, are you shot down?
they would have straight up made a better point on their own of let me know what team color they were. Raised an arm.
Are you sure you're red? Show me your armband. Show me your
I'm just gonna
armband.
be sure it's
Thank
red.
you. Okay, get to the road. You're not in a safe spot. Back over to the road. And watch that green you ran after.
So if I was playing with more advanced
You
players,
down?
there would be less talking because when you're talking, the team can hear you. They may not necessarily know what you're saying, but they know where you're at.
All right,
because
listen.
you're
Yeah, what's your
talking.
name? Another Dave. Dave, listen to me. When I leave this tree, take this tree, okay?
So I'm not doing any hand signals. There's no visual communication at
bump
this
up.
point. It's just
Dave!
vocal.
Yes or no? Me, Dave, look right here. Yes or no? Thank you.
So my guy Dave got shot
I
down.
moved,
He's
you hit the
down.
spot. Listen to that guy.
I was
Hear
asking him if
somebody
I could
coming in
move
the
to that
woods, you go
tree.
shoot them both.
If it was safe for me to move to it by shooting at it and letting him know that's what I wanted. Yes or no? Hopefully he understood me. So my big concern now is if you look straight through that tree, beyond that tree, out into that area, there could
so
be
they've got a lane on you, right?
Opposing yellow players who are now pointed back into their flag station to shoot at me if I was to run down and grab the flag. Because obviously somebody's shooting these players down as they're approaching that flag.
Dave, we have company coming up at my 12. Yes.
And now I'm trying to climb up that tree a little bit to get a higher view over the brush. You can see most of these trees are about 5 feet high, so they really do a good job of obscuring your long-term view.
Dave?
Or long range.
How many? Take this position. Take this position. Switch.
All right, I told you the two players that asked me to play in and help them were a father-son. That's them, Dave and Dave.
You want to watch them. Somebody comes to tag them. You want to shoot the player coming in.
So obviously he knows not to shoot his son. The question is, does he know the other players?
There's 2 of them over there coming.
Without seeing armbands.
Dave? Yes. So, be mindful. Dave, can you hold that position by yourself? All right, I'm going to take road and clean it out.
Again, it seems like I'm really coddling these guys, and I apologize, but if I'm the only strong point on the team, then I need to keep myself from being down.
Identify!
And again, I'm rapping.
You're friendly,
okay?
right here.
I was not shooting straight off that tree, but I was shooting around that tree. That's why my gun was up, way up around that tree. I was wrapping the tree.
Declan! Hey, referee, Declan! That green guy walking, is he live?
Remember, this is a medic game, so when you're shot, you're downed, you're not out. So that's why these players are sitting down. They're waiting for teammates to tag them back in. And the downside of playing in a medic game is sometimes you get bonus ball or shot accidentally from other players.
Do they have a lane?
So it's usually a good idea before games for the referees to tell people a few nuances to identify that people are down. One is they look for somebody. If they're sitting on their butt, they're probably down, not playing. But you should also raise your hand.
But you're green.
He don't have a band, he's red.
Which Christ, tell me who my friendlies are, guys. I just
and
said who am I shooting
no
from?
recon.
Oh, he's already downed. Well, at least I didn't shoot a player out.
So I shot through those trees and I shot a guy in the head and he was already downed. Listen, and it was on my team.
Yo, Dave, he's going to run through. When he does, he's going to take the tree next to you. You're going to run back this way.
But if that tells you anything, I mean...
Yes, I got Dave and the other guy, but only good for Dave.
You're looking for people to shoot, and you can't be too sure. I hate shooting teammates. I really do.
You've already been shot.
Who of us has not done it?
Next to him?
Yep.
Keep going.
In
Dave,
some
Dave,
rare situation.
When he tags you, you run this way as fast as you can.
You want me to go straight?
So I'm trying to coach these guys on how to retrieve a player in medic. There's various ways to do it. You can run through and tag somebody and keep going, and then they kind of... It's like tag team wrestling. One guy comes out, one guy goes in.
You can't be in. You're yellow. You're red? Shit, thank you.
So I just found out I had a teammate, an additional teammate that I didn't realize I had.
Right, yo, get the flag and get out of here. Pull that flag now.
So now...
Tag him, tag him.
I'm trying to get these guys just to go back
Listen, flag
the way we came with the flag and score and win it.
The guinea pig goes first, 20, 30 feet ahead.
So they're running down the side of the field. They're not going to go down the middle of the field where any more action could be taking place. They're going to go around the battle, back to our home base and hang the flag and win the game.
Hey, run through and tag him now.
And why am I still here? Well, I'm just covering our back. I'm making certain there's nobody else coming through. So he just tagged that player in that I shot earlier in the head by accident. It was on our team. And at this point, we got a convoy heading back with the flag.
With the flag. Keep going.
And we're going to leave. I'm going to use this guy's bait who's sitting up there.
Down the
see
road.
if anybody's going to come try to save him.
Roadside.
And this is kind of it. I mean, very simple game. As you can see, the attack was done methodically and carefully so as to not lose the players I took with me. And if I was going to lose somebody, we're going to be within range to tag each other because it was a medic game.
Listen.
And again, this was played in Delaware.
You see the flag carrier down on the ground. That means they shot him out. Keep going. Run down the road as hard as you can.
One of the things I like
playing
can't hit
a moving target.
at this particular field location
Don't stop running.
You have a balance of open lanes to shoot through, large trees to be behind, and it's free of a lot of debris, so players won't break their ankles or sprain their ankles.
Game's over.
Let's say that can't happen in any field, but
this
particular complex has been here so
Barrel
long
cover
that,
on.
that they've been really good about, over time, just cleaning it up. And you can see the path there is nice and clean, yet you've got good brush.
Barrel cover on. You got
Something to
barrel
be
cover on,
considered
right?
when you're playing in a paintball.
Gun at your side. Finger
complex.
off the trigger. Thank you.
At least for our casual rec ball game on a place that's built
that's how
for
it's
like
done.
beginners to intermediates. Oh, there you go.
It's too much for any man!
DangerMan is sponsored by